for today's reading. It's all about the next chapter of your life. So it's very exciting stuff. Thank you for joining me in this reading today. And I just want to say that if you're new to Pick a Card readings, this is how it works. We have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. You pick the pile that you are most drawn towards. The timestamps for each pile will be linked in the description and the comment section. If you feel like you are drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly okay. There may be messages for you in another pile as well. So I can't wait to get into the reading today. I also may sound a little bit bunged up because I've recovered from a cold, so I do apologise. And I do want to give a good shout out to a good friend of mine who gifted me a oracle deck. She posted it through my letterbox with a very kind note, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you so much. Big shout out to you. Sending you much love. Okay, so we're going to put some crystals on these piles, and then you can feel which pile you're the most drawn towards, and we'll find out all about the next chapter of your life. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so I just wanted to point out these pocket tissues are so cute. Look at that. I just felt like I needed to show you guys, so this may be popping up in the video but at least it's somewhat beautiful. Okay, so for pile number 1 we have some beautiful tiger's eye. For pile number 2 we have blue goldstone heart. For pile 3 we have some gorgeous malachite. And for pile 4 we have some beautiful Kambaba Jasper. Okay, take as long as you need. Pause the video if you need to. Have a little meditation if that also helps you. And I can't wait to see you in your pile. Hello my gorgeous pile number 1. So today we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the 4 of Cups reversed, Justice, we have the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Wands reversed. So right from the get-go, I'm seeing that there's been a lot of dwelling, and you've been in a state of pondering what to do with your life. You're not actually sure which direction to go, but I see you're very good with money, but you're not sure what skills best suit your personality. Sorry, my camera cut out there. So what I feel like is you have to take this journey inwards and find out your goals, your interests, your desires, and it's all about how we can achieve that. So it's kind of retreating into ourselves, which can be very uncomfortable to do, but you're someone who is very disciplined, but you also want to know that you're going in the right direction, and sometimes we don't always know the path. If you're looking at things that have turned out wrong and then you're taking the evidence from that and then it's stopping you from going down a different path, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to get these new opportunities coming your way because you are so focused on the past and what has happened and what has gone wrong. So I feel like you need to take some time for reflection because you are very unsure about the path and it makes you quite uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for everyone, but sometimes we have to trust the process that opportunities do always come our way and we have more abundance than we think. I always feel like most people are resourceful. They just need to see the opportunity. They need to have the ability and the skill, so to speak, to see the opportunity in front of them. So while I do think this is a big opportunity for reflection and going inwards and finding out who you truly are and what you want to achieve in this lifetime, I feel like it's going to be something quite disciplined because you're going down a path that's very rewarding Just because you don't have plans for the future doesn't mean that the future's not set, and it doesn't mean that you're not creating it. We are always creating, we are constant creators, but we don't always know what we want to create, and sometimes it is coming out of a bad situation, or not even a bad situation, but sometimes situations change and we come out of that, we move out of that, and in the process of that we see the new opportunity come later while we're in the process of changing our situation. So there's a lot of changes coming through for you guys, my pile number ones, but I do feel like you need to get into the mindset and adopt a more positive outlook on it, because if you are refusing to see what good can come of things, especially the unknown, you're not going to be able to see the opportunities coming towards you. And so it's very important that we do take time to rest and rejuvenate when we do need it, because sometimes we have to reflect, and that is a big thing coming up for you guys now. But I do think that it's sort of blocking you, especially with the Five of Cups coming up, it's blocking you from seeing the opportunities that are behind you. If you look at this, he's dwelling on things that have happened, maybe bad, maybe good, but it's generally more negative viewpoints. You can change your perception of that, and then you can have a more positive mindset going forward, and then those opportunities will be known to you. They were always there, but they will become known to you. You will see them because you have healed from that past. And then I feel like this would be upright, because you have a clear direction once you go through this process, but at the moment it is reversed. I want to put that upright just because I want to give you some inspiration to move forward. It's also sort of blocking some creative ideas coming your way, maybe a message for some of you. So we also have Moon in Leo coming up. It is an important time to guard against being self-centered, over-opinionated or pushy. That resonates again with the reflection. Maybe it's time to look inward instead of outward and figure out what part of creation have you had in this, because you are always creating and you have created the past. So what part have you had in the past creations? And we also have Moon in Capricorn. Put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. So there may be some big changes coming in, a job promotion, but again, you're not seeing these opportunities. So I do think this reflection is going to help you see these opportunities coming your way, a promotion, a new job, an opportunity for a business partner to start your own business. It could be a whole multitude of things, because this is a general reading, so I do want to stress that a little bit, but take it for how it resonates with you. I feel like most of you know intuitively what messages are for you. We're just going to add some more cards here. Okay, we have receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. So you might be feeling a little bit of unworthiness coming through, but deep down you know that you're worthy of the gift, but you just needed an external reminder, because it's hard to always be positive. It's hard to always go, yeah, actually I am worth it. But if you don't feel it, you're not going to be able to have that strength all the time to do that, and it can be exhausting. So I hope this is a reminder for some of you that need to hear some good messages about your worth. And we also have ease. May it be effortless. Effortless. Don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, so it's about slowing down, going inwards, discovering more about your path. It doesn't always have to be crystal clear like that. It's not going to be that way. Some of it might be, but I really feel like you have to learn to trust the process. Just going to add a couple more cards here. you. I don't even think I need to explain too much about that, but just for reference, it's about finding your true self, your most authentic self, and then embodying and being your most authentic self through reflection, through meditation, finding these different avenues, finding things that you're good at. Oh, this one really wanted to come out. Forgiveness. And I feel like this is mostly towards yourself. Yourself needs to forgive yourself. It's a very strong message coming through and very clear that you have been quite hard on yourself. With the Justice card coming up, you may think that you've been quite critical towards yourself, and it's not really served you. I really feel like self-image is everything, and it is a very integral part of who you are. And if you identify with these critical aspects of yourself, then you are going to fall into a trap. So sometimes it's best to focus on the positives, like, actually, what did I do right? Actually, how am I a good person? In what ways am I a good person? Just because you've made mistakes doesn't mean that you have to dwell on them. Yes, we acknowledge our actions and take responsibility, but we don't live them every single day. That blocks things coming through towards us because our mindset is very closed. And boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is coming up a lot for yourself, like just what we were talking about. You need to get these boundaries for yourself and be like, okay, well, I need to stop treating myself like this. You need to find a boundary that serves you, because if you're just falling into a spiral, again, you're going to be stuck in a loop. You're going to fall into the trap, and that's not what we want. So it's all about being a little bit more disciplined with yourself, because you are very good at doing that with other people. And this is a good thing. This is a very positive thing, because you can now extrapolate this skill to yourself. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, because obviously doing new things, changes, they are always uncomfortable most of the time anyway. And it is all about discipline, to be honest. I feel like you have that discipline skill, okay? So sometimes we just need to work through it and see where we can improve more areas of our lives. Obviously, we're never 100% going to get it right, and you have to kind of accept that you will be making mistakes along the way. That's okay, that's human. You are a human, so you are allowed to make these mistakes. If you quit, then that is your biggest mistake, because that is failure. You only fail when you quit. Don't feel like retreating into yourself is a waste of time. Don't feel like it's going to block things coming your way. No, it's the opposite. It's going to open up doors, because you are going to be giving to yourself, and that is one of the best things we can do, because then we are able to help others. Okay, this message was really strong for you guys, this one. I am open and receptive to the abundant flow of prosperity that the universe offers. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. So let this message sink into your brain, sink into your subconscious mind, so now you are able to accept and adopt the new mindset. And then lastly, we're going to throw some astro dice on here. Oh, this one wanted to come out. So we have Virgo and Jupiter in the 11th house. So Jupiter is usually representative of gifts from the universe. So I feel like you're going to get these manifestations coming through. You're going to achieve what you set out for once you adopt this new mindset. And then Virgo is all about organization and serving others. It's coming through that in order to serve others how you desire, you will need to go in towards yourself and organize your mind before you come out and into the world. And the 11th house is all about friendships, giving back. So maybe there are some debts, not like financial debts, but maybe there are some things that you can gift towards your friends and family for showing you support, because you may have been so busy that you weren't able to show gratitude towards the people that have helped you, friends, family, even the universe, God, source, whatever you believe or whatever word that you prefer to use. So now it's time to go inward and reflect. And once we give back as well, once we serve others in that way, our manifestations, our gifts are coming towards us, because we're in that state of gratitude and giving, because there's cause and effect in this universe. So giving as well as receiving. Okay, thank you, pile number ones, for joining me on this reading today. I'm sending you so much love. I wish you the best, and I hope this helped you. Bye. Hello, my pile number twos. You are my blue goldstone pile. So today we have the Two of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, some interesting things going on here. So you have achieved a lot and you are very fast. You know what you want, and you also know how to get it. So you're very good at navigating opportunities, ideas that come your way. You're very adaptive to environments too. And you're very much of the mindset of, I am going to achieve this and I know exactly how I'm going to do it. So that's what I'm seeing for you here. Sometimes there is a little bit of doubt creeping in, but you often find that it doesn't get in the way. You've built so much already, but you don't tend to give. It's quite a, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going, I don't need to worry about other people as much. It's not that you're self-centered, but it's that you mostly like to focus on the things that you are currently achieving, and you're very disciplined. That's the word of the day here, because that came up for pile one a lot. So there's a lot of discipline and a lot of knowing, but when that doubt creeps in, it does sort of slow things down a little bit for you. So it's all about finding the balance is coming through. Like, you need to find balance with rest and work, because you've been working quite a lot, and now it's time to just sort of come back to a more peaceful moment in your life, and slow down a little bit. So we also have dark moon coming up. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. So it might be time to start focusing on your environment a bit more. As I was saying, it was very focused on your achievements, and we need to realize that our environment can tell us a lot about our minds and ourselves as well. So that's something definitely to consider. And we have cats coming up. Make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. So I feel like in a lot of my readings I get people on literally a breakout of their spiritual awakening. So that's always nice to see, but for some of you, it's just, you may already know about all of this stuff, and you may feel like you don't have that connection to the spiritual world. You feel like you're very goal orientated in the material world, and you have achieved quite a lot already, but you feel like something's missing. Like, so you want a deeper connection. And I do see that if you take the advice of this dark moon card, you go into a more meditative state, you observe your environment more, you're more conscious, you're making more conscious decisions, you're feeling what kinds of foods make you feel not so good and which ones make you feel really energized. So it's all about finding the balance between the material and the spiritual. And we're going to shuffle some more cards. Oh, this one wanted to come out. compassion, may you tend to the suffering. So it's all about, you know, going into what makes you feel negative, going to the root cause of these negative thinking patterns that you do have, that you have noticed. And it is a good thing that you've noticed them, because everyone has these negative thinking patterns, and it's good to acknowledge them. That is the first step towards healing them. So don't be afraid and get suckered into, oh, this thinking pattern is me. No, it's not you, because you are the consciousness that receives these thoughts, these emotions. And they're always temporary as well, I'll tell you that much. We also have resilient. May your soul weather the storms. This is really coming through very, very strongly, that the tough time that you're going through is a necessary part. It's taking things away, or it's giving you a chaotic sort of energy going on, because it's trying to, the universe is trying to help you find your path and what is meant for you. So although you are going through a hard time right now, I feel like it is necessary, and it's going to show up in ways that is to serve you. So if you've noticed these patterns, if you've noticed something you don't like about your circumstances, you have the power to change it by going inwards, going into yourself and figuring out which parts you want to change. Just going to add a couple more cards here. Oh my goodness, that is way too many. So we have reproach. It's time to figure out who you want to be and how you want to be, because at the moment your thoughts haven't been serving yourself, and we're coming into a recognition and a realization of this. So you realize that you want to change the game a bit, and have respect for who you were and where you've come from. It's all about not dulling down, but maybe recognizing that people have helped you, and maybe showing more gratitude and appreciation for that. Maybe we could give a gift, maybe we could donate to a charity that means something to us. There's lots of things that we can do to give, because I feel like you've been building something, and your achievements have been all for you and to create the best life and your dream life, which is amazing. But sometimes we need to give back as well. So it's all about showing appreciation and respecting that the world and the environment that we do live in. Let's add another card here. Okay. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So you may have been victimizing yourself a little bit and feeling in that victim mode. And it's an okay mindset if we're learning things about ourselves and discovering, but we don't want to stay there, because we are the creator of our world. And sometimes shining light on the shadow helps us improve and integrate it, because without the light, it's too dark, but without the shadow, the light is too blinding. We can't have too much light. We need to go through these ebbs and flows of life, and sometimes it's easier just to give yourself a bit of kindness and give yourself a break. Understand that every circumstance that happens serves a purpose. And a last message just to leave off, because I like to do that. I like to leave off with something positive. Not that this reading was negative, but you know, I like to uplift people. So we have, the world is a reflection of my thinking. So realize that you are the creator of this circumstance. And sometimes it's a very powerful question. I think I said this for pile number 1, that it's a powerful question to ask yourself, what part have I had in this creation? And that prompts your mind to find an answer, because your mind is always looking for evidence that you are correct. So that's a very powerful tool, that question, to use on yourself. We will be doing some astro dice here to get more information. So we have Virgo, that came up for pile number 1 as well, in Jupiter in the 12th house. So for pile 1, which was a similar reading to yours, we did have Virgo and Jupiter. Virgo is all about the organization, serving others, showing appreciation more. It's all about giving. So I feel like this chapter in your life is about giving more, because you do have the resources here, you built that, but you're a little bit unfulfilled. It's because you need to have that cause and effect element. It's about flowing, okay? And Jupiter is gifts from the universe. When we start giving more, we start receiving more, because it is really the same thing. It's cause and effect, it's the energy flow. And then we have the 12th house, which is all about the unconscious mind. So I feel like this has been a lot of the negative patterns that have come to light for you. And so when they become conscious, it's very easy to fall in the trap of, oh no, I'm this, I'm that. And no, it's not that you are these thoughts or these emotions. It's just that you had that belief stored in your subconscious and you weren't aware of it. But now that you're more aware of it, you're able to change it and heal it and create a nicer thinking pattern that does serve you. So it's not so bad that it's come to light. It's just that it can create these negative feelings in us. But it's knowing how to navigate it and changing it into something that serves us more. So you are not alone. I'm sending you so much love, pile number 2. I really hope this reading helped you today, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hello, my pile number 3s, my Malachite pile. For you, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. So you're a very imaginative person, and you like to figure out what type of directions you go. I see you as very creative. You like to paint maybe, and you have some kind of creative outlets. I see a lot of poems, a lot of people writing poems. Not sure why that's coming through, but maybe there's a lot of poets in this reading. So that's lovely. If you do write poets, I would love to see your poems if you're happy to share with them. So feel free to share anything in the comments. Wow, that's just such a sweet aspect of this reading. Yes, I feel like a lot of you have a job, but it's not fulfilling you, and you're ready to take a different direction in life. But this is something that you've had a good idea, and although you're ready to pursue it, I feel like you've taken an action already. It's not just staying in your head, you've brought it into the physical realm as well, because you've been actively trying to find ways to start this, maybe start a business, but it's definitely some sort of career change going on. You want to sort of involve other people, I think, and it's maybe like a group investment, or maybe it's like a group with a group of people that you know, friends, it may be an investor, things like this. So I definitely think that you're ready to take the next steps to get to your goal. There'll be a lot of communication coming through with the 8 of Wands. So you're going to be quite busy. I see you being a very, very busy beaver. What cards we have here is the Cow, a new beginning, or even a new life may be blooming. Wow. So that does correlate with our reading. You're starting something new. You're ready to let go of the past, let go of who you once were, and you're ready to embody something that serves you more, that is more authentic to you, which we always like that. Yeah. Moon in Scorpio, Negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activities like decorating. So this does correlate with what I was saying before with this whole reading. You've let go of your past self, and sometimes we can have a bit of disagreements and things. There's a lot of high energies going on. There's a lot of community and a lot of opinions coming your way, and you're very ready to start this new path. So that's really lovely. Going to add some more cards here. Hopefully some come out. Okay, so we have imagine. May you look beyond what can be seen. That's very important. I feel like you're a very imaginative person and very creative, so you've developed a good knack for knowing what you want and how to create these beautiful things that you get. And imagine, so we have believe. May the sea deepen your faith. How beautiful. I love that. So it's all about sort of, there are no limits to your mind. There are no limits to your imagination. And we have physical pain. So maybe some sort of like, when you notice negative things, that's when you're in your prompt. It prompts you to be like, oh, well, you can create this with that. We have happiness as well. So without the negative, we can't have the positive, and without the positive, we can't have the negative. So when these two cards come up, I do see that they're very polarized. They're very extreme versions of the same thing. So you're almost in a prompt. Whenever you feel such strong pain or such happiness, you are then, it's literally a gateway into your unlimited potential and imagination. And it is a skill that you are so incredibly amazing at. You can think about all these amazing things and then bring it into the 3D realm. That's some work that you want to pursue. And you've already started this, but it's going towards your journey, going towards your goal. It's getting towards your goal now. Add another card. We have Trust the Niggle. This card comes up so much. I can't believe my older readings, like this just popped up everywhere. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? It's all about quieting your mind, because I feel like you have these little voices going, go and do that. You're supposed to finish this project. Now it's time to start that new project. There's all these different sort of voices coming in. This is a general reading, so it will be different for everyone, but it's definitely something where you need to just quieten the mind and listen to what you already know. Listen to what you already know, because you know what you want. You know who you are. Last card. Oh, that was quick. We have the universe supports me in every way. Please take that message with you today. The universe supports you in every way. It has your back. And sometimes we do need that little reminder that we are supported. I'm going to add some astro dice here to get a bit more information. So we have Jupiter again. Oh my goodness, that has come up for every single reading. 1, 2, and now 3. I'm not even joking. So we have Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius in the 8th house. So Jupiter again is all about gifts from the universe. Once we put that effort into finding who we are and making that work, work as in our work in the physical plane, and once we have love for that work, we get so much more rewarded for that. It's not a selfish desire, it's just that once we're abundant, we are able to help others, and we are able to help others and guide them as well. So there's loads of different ways that we can help others. But yes, it's gifts from the universe. Like, you are going to be so rewarded for pursuing what you love to do. There should be no hesitation here. I don't feel like there is for most of you, but there should be no hesitation in this idea that you want to pursue, whether it be art, poems, any sort of creative thing, because so many of you are so creative, and that is who you are. And to be able to share that with the world is such a privilege for you and for the world. And Sagittarius is all about traveling and learning, so we can't learn and progress without making these mistakes and making risks. There will be, I think I said this for pile 2, but there will be mistakes along the way. It's okay to accept that. It's okay to accept that, because we are all human, we all make mistakes. But don't quit, because that is the only time that you fail, is when you quit. Pursue what you love. Your soul knows what it wants in this life, and that is you. You are your soul. You do know what you want. Trust the niggle, and you shall be rewarded. And the 8th house is all about transformation and rebirth. So it's amazing. You are going through this new chapter, quite literally. That's why a lot of you may have been drawn towards this video, because there is a new chapter going on in your life, and you know this, so you came here with a purpose. You came here because you found this, and it was like, whew, I resonate with this. I need to see this reading. So congratulations. I am so happy for you for taking this action. This is such a positive reading. I am sending you so much love, pile number 3. I am so happy for you. I can't get over it. Yes, thank you so much for joining me on this reading today. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Hello, my pile number 4s, my Kambaba Jasper pile. For you today, we have the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Pentacles. So we have another kind of high energy. I've created so much and I'm looking for something deeper now. I have a lot of success. So yes, you have a lot of success in your physical world, your material world. You're able to share so much with others. You are such a giving person, but you also had to work so hard for what you have created. But you were always such a naturally giving person. The next chapter of your life is taking a bit of a different turn, so this may be why you were drawn to this video, because things are changing, you're not sure what's going on. So I do see that there's a lot of success. Maybe you're finally starting a business, you might be getting a promotion. I feel like it's, for most of you, it's something completely different to what you do now career-wise. And you might be trying to find someone. I'm getting messages about finding someone. You've come out from something quite intimate, and you're ready to share your gifts with the world, your talents with the world, and you want to find something lasting in a more deeper connection, as well as being fulfilled in your career. So to get more information, we're going to bring some more cards through. We have the Moon in Aries. Remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation. So it is about like slowing down and focusing on like the relationships around you, because if you're seeking a more intimate relationship, we do need to be quite aware of our environment and the people in our environment. And relationships are so important, as humans are social creatures, whether you're introverted or not, because I know I'm very introverted. So honestly, I would get burnouts from big groups and things like that. And even just being with like my best friend, just us two, I would be like, oh, there's so much energy going on, but like, you know, after a while I'm like, I'm ready to go home and get cozy. I love being cozy. We also have the Frog. So the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Ooh, okay, so I'm very excited because a lot of these piles, I had the intention of showing our different pathways and what's new coming up, and every reading has had something new come up, so that is beautiful. I'm so excited. Something that you couldn't see as possible is now going to be cleared, if it hasn't already, and you will now see that it is possible. You are going to have the doorways open up for you, and all you have to do is walk through. Take that opportunity, grab it. I'm going to add some more cards here. Oh, we have bliss. May you feel deeply and transcend. It's time to step into you, who you truly are, your authentic self. I keep saying that today, but it's very prevalent. And receive. May you know you are worthy of the gift. I think this card came up for pile number 2. I can't remember now, but know that you are worthy. You did not feel worthy before, and that's why the doors to the opportunities were seemingly impossible, but you've put in the work. You know where you're going now. You've already achieved so much that it was just a moment where you had doubt. And that's okay. We are human. We all have doubt. We all have doubt. And it's okay to go through that process. I would be concerned if you did not have doubt sometimes. So it's okay. There are positive changes coming here. And I think you know that deep down. Need to add another card. Karmic message. So all of your work in the 3D and the 4D, the mental realm, is going to have that ripple effect and ripple into your life, your reality, because you've implemented your work, you've done your stuff, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, and you have submission. So it is time to trust in the universe, because you've done everything. You have already done everything for the change, for the path to open up to you. Okay, you just need to recognize what doors are opening, what opportunities are coming your way, and then walk through it. But now it's about finding that trust. Okay, and we have trust the niggle. I was just talking, because this card came up for pile 3, and I was just talking about how in my older videos this card used to come up so much. I think it was the card that came up the most in all of my readings put together. So trust the niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? A lot of my viewers seem to be having some sort of knowing. Their intuition is knowing and telling them things, but they're not acting on it, and so they come here to these readings and then get this card. So you already know. You've been having these intuitions about what you want to pursue, what actions you need to take to get there, but it's time to act on those intuitions, because you weren't sure, because intuition isn't based on logic, and humans are quite logical creatures. We like to have physical evidence and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that because this happened, so now I can do that and get that result. But it's all about having that trust, submission, trust in the universe, listen to your intuition, and you're going to flow. Abundance is going to flow. And I want to do one last card, because I like to send one last message. I like to be positive, and even if the reading wasn't exactly what people want, I like to give them some inspiration. So I am becoming a better version of myself every day. Beautiful. I love that. That is something very special, because you've been trying to work so hard to achieve that. And every day is a new opportunity. I know it sounds very cliche, because it's like, oh yes, I wake up and I have a new day. It's a new day, but it literally is. Like, I feel like the most cheesy things are literally the most accurate sometimes. I do want to do a Astro Dice reading, so we get a nice little thing to, like, some information. We have Cancer and the North Node in the 12th house. So yes, the 12th house is all about your path, finding who you truly are, because if you think of north on the map, it points upwards. So it's literally all about discovering, and it's about the self, discovering the self. It's about your karmic destiny, your karmic experiences. The work that you've put in, it's about the fruit coming through, and that is your path. So with Cancer, it's more about family connection and compassion, being more empathetic towards people, because remember we had this, sorry, not the frog, we had this, so it's about understanding, coming from a place of understanding, being a little bit more mindful of how we approach things with people, but also we focus on our path, because that is the lesson we are currently at. We are currently learning how to be a bit more compassionate and empathetic towards other people in the relationships we currently have, and then we are able to create better relationships in the future as well. So that is your path, and you're going towards that already. And the 12th house is all about unconscious mind, so we did have that for, I think, pile 3. It's about bringing the unconscious into the conscious mind, and so we can change it. The patterns that we held in our subconscious mind, we are able to change it and make it serve us, because we change the negative into more of a positive, and then this way it serves us better. So anything we don't like about our life, we are able to then completely change it into something that does serve us. Okay, pile number 4, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading today, and I really hope it helps you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!